Hey everybody, it's Wednesday and that means it's the NTNA recap show. We are so excited. We have Winnie Huang here today as a special guest. So get cozy and we'll be right back after these little commercials.
KUPA is proud to introduce KUPA Base Coat, a superior adhesive between nail plate and gel products without damage to the natural nail. Also, KUPA High Gloss and KUPA Matte Top Coats, both no wipe, an excellent sealer, and last 2 to 4 weeks. Now we have the Trio Pack, which include both high gloss and matte top coats and a free base coat. For more information, call 1-800-994-5872 or www.kupainc.com.
Colors and patterns help us express ourselves, show the world who we are. Sometimes I wake up and I feel girly, sometimes I'm flirty, sometimes I feel free, but most days I just feel like me. Show the world who you want to be. Color me curious. Join us May 29th on our Facebook page for the big reveal.
And thank you so much for tuning in. It's the NTNA Recap Show. I'm Elaine Watson and I am your host, Executive Vice President of KUPA Incorporated. And I am joined by my lovely co-host, Beth Livesey, the Executive Editor of Nails Magazine.
Thank you. I like that intro.
I know,
really
huh?
nice.
I got it right for once.
Yeah.
And we are excited because we are joined today by the lovely and beautiful Winnie Huang.
Hello, my nail friends.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my God, we're so excited to have
The
you
energy
here.
is real.
Yeah.
I like it.
The energy with Winnie is for
It's better.
real.
It's better.
You just bring ours up.
Yeah. You make me happy.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we are excited to interview Winnie today because she has some really good life stories here. But before that, some of you may be just tuning in for the first time on this 19th episode. And if you are, you're probably wondering, what is the NTNA Recap Show? In fact, what is the NTNA competition, Beth?
Well, I'm happy to tell you, Nail's Next Top Nail Artist is the only online professional nail art competition. So it's a weekly competition, elimination style, that spans 10 weeks. Each week is sponsored by a major nail manufacturer, such as KUPA, of course. Mm-hmm. So we've actually surpassed all 10 of the weekly challenges, and we've been left with 3 remaining competitors, Ashton Harlan, Carly Snar, and Nixie Rose. We're going to be taking those 3 contestants to Premier Orlando, the biggest nail show in the country. And that's where we're going to finally announce the winner on June 1st, less than a month away. Less than a month away. So I'm really excited to talk to Winnie because Winnie actually won Season 3 of NTNA.
Yeah.
So we have ourselves a true blue NTNA champion who's seen it all. So that's where we are.
But that wasn't even Winnie's first time.
Oh no, she has quite the story.
Yeah.
She's quite the story.
Winnie, when did you start? Well, maybe it's before nails. Like, tell us a little bit about yourself, Winnie. When did you come into the world? How did you come into the world?
When did the world get better?
When did the world get better? Because Winnie joined us.
Yeah.
We're going to need like 5 episodes.
That's okay. We got time.
Well, I came into the world. I was born in Taiwan, and in 1998, I believe, we immigrated to Canada, and I was like the most awkward 15-year-old teenager. And imagine trying to make friends in grade 8, because that's just so much fun.
Sure.
when you don't really speak like that great of an English.
Right.
Anyway, so I've always been super artistic. I like to draw, and I'm very expressive. My parents let me be silly, and I danced, and I sang, and I thought I'm gonna get into nails. I started blogging about nails, and eventually a lot of my readers were like, why don't you just make this like a career? So I decided that I'm gonna put myself through school, because that's totally something I could see myself getting into. And then it just turned into this huge ball of monstrous awesomeness.
But why blog nails? What got you into blogging nails? Like, what drew you to nails?
Well, I was really into colors. So
Okay.
I was buying all kinds of different nail polishes. I changed my nails almost every single day. And I remember the first haul of nail polish that I bought was from Revlon, because they were having a sale at my local drugstore, beauty store or whatever. And I ended up with, I think, 24 bottles of nail polish at one time. And I would just look down and I was like, do I need all these? Probably not, but okay.
Yeah.
So you're a nail customer convert to nail technician.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
We have a lot of those, though.
I know, and it's kind
Girls
of funny.
doing their own nails.
Yeah, that Winnie was blogging, and now she's a professional. We'll get to that later. But she's kind of a professional blogger in the new landscape.
Oh my
with
God.
video. But yeah, we'll get to that.
We got so many facets of Winnie.
Yeah.
So you started on my bio page I have in front of me. You became a certified nail professional in 2013.
Yep.
But in my notes, you also joined the NTNA Season 1 in 2013.
Interesting.
That's correct. Because at that point, I think you guys sent out like invites to nail schools and encouraged people to join before they even, like, if they were graduating in that year.
Yeah.
And my nail teacher at the time was like, you guys should totally do it. And I was like, this is it. This is my shot. I'm going to do it.
That is just amazing to me as a student.
So in the first season, was it the same structure, 12 competitors?
Well, we had the 12 competitors, and we had the the pre-challenges. So Winnie went through all of those. But it was a little bit different competition, and now looking back, like, I don't know, I feel like it was a million years ago. Like, it was so, like, archaic, right? I remember Winnie, because she was still memorable back then, and she just had some great energy and was really fun. I felt like she still did really fun nails, and not every challenge was a video challenge, and of course there was no recap show, and of course we concluded in Long Beach. So I think that was when I first met Winnie. She came to Long Beach for the trade show for the first finale, and I didn't know what I was getting into, man. She turned out to be really fun, and like we just like talked at the booth, and I was like, it's Winnie, like it's Winnie from NTNA. Like, it was amazing, and I don't think you told me at the time you were gonna do NTNA again. So I almost feel like I kind of didn't expect you to try again, because we had another season in between when you returned. So like,
she took fifth.
I
haven't even said that yet.
That's
you took
pretty
fifth.
great.
In the year you were in school.
Right. That's
You
pretty
just
great.
up and did the first season of NTNA and came in 5th place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was no last chance design lab. So when you were out, you were gone.
If I was Winnie, I think I would have done that second season as well, because 5th is so close.
It is
and
really
you're in
close.
nail school.
It is really close. Yeah.
So you had some time to, get more
Only get
experience
better.
under your belt to
Totally. I was so devastated after I got eliminated the first time. I remember crying and my boyfriend would be like, "What's wrong with you?" But because you poured yourself into something like that, and then you truly wanted it so bad.
Right.
And I gave myself that's why every time people are like, should I join again if I got, voted off or voted off the island? But like, I always tell people to give yourself the time you need to heal, to grow, and to get better. That way you have that mental capacity and the skills to move on to something greater.
Right.
And look, 2 years later, here we are, right?
Right.
I love your drive that your first year at a nail school, you come in
that's
5th
amazing.
place and
That's
it
amazing.
melted you down to tears.
Yeah.
That's drive.
It is.
That's not, some people look at that like it's, she's really competitive.
No.
But
she's
in
ambitious.
Winnie, that's drive.
Exactly.
5th wasn't good enough for Winnie. She had to
hell
have,
no.
she had to win, even in her first year.
Yeah.
Seriously. 2014 is when I met Winnie.
Right?
My little friend.
Right.
Yeah. Winnie and I, we didn't even get to really meet. We just were on the same set of Nailed It,
Right.
which was one season on Oxygen of a really beautiful nail competition. And Winnie and I were on the same episode. I have pictures. John, can you throw up picture number 1, please? Because this is Winnie's asset. So this is the picture that Oxygen put out of Winnie, showing her on the show.
Thank you, Winnie.
Look at you. Your hair was so vanilla then.
It was long. It was long.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
so just
I
normal.
don't even remember my hair being that long.
I know.
I
I was like, this is Winnie?
Yeah, this is
Yes,
so
it
this is
I guess
so
it's
Winnie 1.0.
Winnie, what?
I know.
Yeah. And then let's show number 2. And this was one of our pictures
This
from
is
the
hopeful.
episode.
This is hopeful Winnie.
Yeah, she was in a lineup
I
with
title this hopeful Winnie.
Yeah, she was in the lineup. Ashley, who went on to win, is the first person in the
Right.
picture. Then you see Winnie and her model, and then you see Candy, who went on to take 3rd place. So you were on what I would consider to be quite a stacked episode, being up against Ashley and up against Candy.
Obviously, like these two are ridiculously talented, and I just remember thinking to myself, great, just my luck that I get 2 of the best nail artists in this industry on my episode.
How did you end up on
we
the
became
show?
great friends.
How did you end up on the show? Like, did they contact you? Like, techs are probably wondering right now, how did you get on the show?
Actually, I think they went through season 1's NTNA finalists.
Yes, because we had
So-
Tamika, Lauren.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we had a bunch of the competitors we recommended for the show.
Oh.
So that means we recommended Winnie.
I got the call literally like 2 weeks before filming. It had been a year in the making. I got a phone call 2 weeks before they were still down judges. Went in, had my casting, and was picked and was working the next week.
Oh.
It was that quick.
Wow.
Just as much time as I had to get my lawyer on my contracts.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
it. I have another picture which is cute. It's number 3, John.
That's cute.
And this is you with your model getting judged at the first what do you even call it of the competition? The first exercise, I guess.
The first round or whatever.
Yeah, round 1. You had to do,
Yeah.
they would basically sit the 3 of you down at a table with a customer, give you a challenge, put the time on the clock, go, and then they come up and would get judged. And that's Tom Baycheck in there with me. Judging Winnie set. I do want to tell the viewers, if you're interested and you haven't seen the show, you can go to iTunes and you can download the entire season. Winnie's is the bride. It's something bride because they did wedding nails. What was that like doing that first challenge? Because I got more pictures, but tell me about what did it feel like being on that set and doing that first challenge?
I was so nervous. I was scared. I honestly, I couldn't. They presented the theme, and then I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because if I recall correctly, we had to work with magnetic gel polishes.
Oh,
at the
I
time.
remember.
Yeah, and I was like, I have never worked with this before, and I'm supposed to come up with something. But it was actually kind of nice because my client was a clairvoyant or something, and she brought out all the crystals to calm me down. She was actually really, really nice, so she totally helped.
She helped bring you down.
Nice.
I remember that challenge specifically because if you've never worked with magnetic nail polish and you don't give it a good shake to get the metal bits through it, when you go to use the magnet, you don't get any pull of the design.
Yeah.
And I don't remember like who, but I just remember some of the designs not getting the pull with the magnet, and so there was struggles there for our, not just one competitor, but at least two of the three of you had trouble with that polish.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Was it nerve-wracking being judged like that by us on camera?
Yes. I mean, you guys were the industry leaders that we look up to, and then it's like, here I am going, oh, crap. Please don't judge my last minute, like, nervous work. And I think I made the mistake of painting fine lines because, you know, that's the best thing to do when your hands are shaky and nervous.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That is a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
We were nervous too. I was nervous judging you guys. You know, it's one thing to judge behind a curtain. Yeah.
You didn't look like it. You fit right in.
I don't know. I'm used to judging behind a curtain on a piece of paper. When you look the person in the face and have to tell them the mistakes they made, it's it was like hurting my little children.
Of course, yeah.
I have another picture which is number 4, and this picture comes from when the three of you are seated at the one table doing the mega challenge. And they would make us come out and walk around and talk about what the three of you were doing on camera. Yeah. That was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, because there was, I believe we were given 8 hours to create like a bouquet. And multitasking is not one of my finest skills.
No.
So I can't talk and do work at the same time. So that was really challenging.
Yeah.
1. 2, the time was ticking, and I was like, oh my gosh, I still have to make so many different flowers, and then assemble it. So I think that was really scary as well.
Winnie, tell our viewers, how many 3D flowers had you made up until that day?
Oh my god. 0.
Talk about acing it. Your first time doing 3D work, you have to make a full bouquet for a bride out of her nails on TV, on set with all those cameras on you.
Winnie likes a challenge.
Seriously, you got drive, girl.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, that's okay. This particular part of the show, I seriously highly recommend you at least download this one episode because it's worth it. Cracked me up a little bit because Candy must have touched some glitter and did one of these, rubbed her lip. She had a serious glitter milk mustache going on her upper lip. And, you know, it's a TV show. Stuff like that is good for their show. Yeah. So nobody went, psst, hey, Candy, wipe your lip. She had a gold glitter stash across her lip.
Yeah.
Winnie, why didn't you say anything?
It's because I like to sabotage.
I knew we'd get the truth.
No, but at that day, I think I was having an allergic reaction or something. My nose kept dripping, and then to the point where I think the video crew came out. I was like, do you want to wipe your nose or something?
I never saw that.
Nice.
I never saw that. I never noticed it if that's the case. Even watching the episodes, I never saw that about your nose. All I kept seeing was Candy and her gold stash. So, my last image of Nailed It's number 5. And it's when you have to go on the main stage, you know, and we're up there on the stage. Your picture, her nails are on the big screen in this picture. So if you're noticing this picture, look at the screen because you'll see the beautiful bouquet you did. How did you feel about it in that moment?
So proud of the bouquet.
You did great.
I was so proud.
Yeah, you did great. We didn't know that was your first time.
Maybe but it was so much fun. I actually learned so much.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. That was a cool experience. Definitely for me, something I'll take with me the rest of my life. And I'm so glad, Winnie, you and I got to share that together.
Oh, I didn't know it was your first time too.
No, it wasn't my first filming. It was my first time on TV, but it wasn't my first episode. I had already filmed a couple. Yeah. But for me, it was my first time meeting you, and after that, I followed you like a hawk. I watched you on social media after that. Yeah, you were on my radar.
Oh my gosh. I just remember after I got eliminated, I was also very sad because I was like, of course, I get eliminated. And then I got home and I reached out to both you and Tom, thanking you for all the constructive criticisms. You were so warm. And I wasn't expecting a reply just because I know how busy you guys are. Mm-hmm. But both of you replied to me and just told me to keep going. And that's what literally kept me going. Oh, so thank you.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you.
I am so happy I wasn't too busy to reply. I would never anyways. I would always try. If I didn't see it, if I didn't reply for some reason, it got lost in the mail. But I'm glad. Because look at you now.
Right.
You're off to an amazing start already in this timeline, girl. You're 1 year at it.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. So it was the next year, then in 2015, that you went for season 3.
She went for season 3, yeah.
Of NTNA.
After all that practice of being on TV and doing another competition, she decided to do NTNA again. And I'm really glad you did because she didn't win. I believe you didn't win a single challenge until the last.
No, I didn't.
But that's okay. Still made it to the last.
Yeah, you didn't get eliminated.
Chance. She did.
Oh.
But made it to the last chance, and then was chosen to go in.
Oh.
And then won. Then took the whole thing. And
how long were you?
So
how long was
crazy.
she in the design lab then?
Just one.
Okay, so at the very end, she ended up there. You only had to do one design lab.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was at the very end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how nerve-wracking was that, being in the design lab, not knowing if you were going to make it and you were one away?
It was scary. It was super scary. I was so emotional, and I'm sure all my NTNA sisters and brothers.
One guy.
Inclusive, yeah.
I'm sure they can all relate because it's like sitting in front of your computer and it's like refresh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And when I found out, I was like, that's it! And I was at my full-time job at the time. I was like, that's it! I'm going home! If I want this thing, I'm going to top 3. Bye!
Nice.
What was your full-time job at the time that you quit?
I was a project coordinator at a post-secondary institute. So I had a desk job from 9 to 5 type thing.
That's serious adulting.
Yeah.
No fun.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, nails way more fun.
Yeah.
Totally.
I would make the same choice too, all over again. Nails are way better than adulting. So do you have any tips now that you completed season 1 and you got to 5th place, and then you did season 3 and won it all? Anybody thinking about doing NTNA? Have you got any tips for them? Any suggestions?
I always tell people to just do it. So don't think too much about it. Dive right into it, and you'll be able to see how you react to different situations and how to deal with all these last minute deadlines, right? Because NTNA is every single week, and you have to come up with different ideas and jump right into it without having too much time to think about it. So if you're just thinking about entering, toying with this idea even, don't stop thinking about it. Get right into it. See where it takes you. If it doesn't, happen the first try, look at me. Like, we're 2 seasons after, here we are, right?
Yeah. I feel like I saw a few entries that didn't make it to the top 12 that I wish would re-enter.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the time of the year where I go back and I think about people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to email them and tell them.
Oh, you do reach out to them.
Yeah, and I
and
tell them you should just try again. Like, and truthfully, like if I look at the scores, I'm like, you were really close. Like, you should just try it again. But yeah, I love to encourage people personally. Yeah.
A lot of the NTNA competition now, especially, requires, camera presence.
Yep.
Winnie, you're so good on camera. Have you had any kind of training, or is this all God-given?
It's God-given.
Y'all natural.
It's all God-given. No, actually, I think you just have to start practicing talking to a camera in front of a camera. It's like you're talking right now. I'm speaking to a screen with a tiny little hole in front of me, pretending that you're sitting in front of me. But it all takes practice. Practice makes perfect.
I remember your audition video for season 3, and I think that's when, for me, your true colors came out. So we don't have it to play, but I want to just describe it. She staged it as if she had been like Rocky, like working out for this moment.
I love it.
So the whole thing was her like, working out and kind of like doing nails, like practicing, and it was just this great video. And I think at that moment I was like, yeah, someone who can have fun with this, someone who like can kind of laugh at the experience and find the fun in it, and not make fun of yourself because it is very serious. But you dididn't take yourself too seriously. And I thought that was really cool, and so that's why that video always stayed with me. And I just loved your attitude. Like, that's such a great attitude to have. Like, let's have fun with this. Like, let's make fun of the fact that I did one season, had to practice and get better and come back, and now I'm stronger. Like, I just loved it. I love your story, Winnie. I think it's great.
I think it's so important to have fun. Like, when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to, because of the stress and, you want to do well in the competition. It's really hard to remember that you're in this in the first place because you love nails.
Exactly.
You love doing art. So, sometimes it's great to have hardness, a little bit of fun in your videos, because no one wants to sit in one place and watch like a 10-minute video of how you did a fantasy set if you're just doing a monotone beginning to the end type thing.
Exactly.
It's so true. It's so hard to watch videos because if you're working alone and it's only you and a camera and the nails you're doing, it's so easy to like fall into this really soft speaking, no emotions, no smile and everything. And so many times I'll be watching videos going, oh, I just wish you would bring it up a little bit in energy. And you give us that, Winnie. I love that about you. You're a good entertainment. That's why I started following you on social media after Nailed It. Because your videos are so much fun to watch.
Right. And I saw Winnie last year at the C&D Summit. And it was amazing for me because I was walking with her and like people were like flocking to her. They're like, Winnie Wednesday, Winnie from YouTube. Like she was a star, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so proud of her. Like, own it. Like, if you're gonna do YouTube videos, like, own it. Be a personality. Like, find your niche and go for it.
People are always asking, like, how do you become one of those YouTube personalities? And it's not just being quiet and introverted. You have to be able to laugh at yourself occasionally.
Right.
Laugh at myself all the time. I'm the funniest thing I
crack
have in my
myself
life.
up. Boy, do I.
So, Winnie, in 2016, that was your first fashion week with C&D?
Yeah. So I believe attending Fashion Week is one of the prize package, right? Right, Beth? Yes. And Fashion Week had always been something that I wanted to, like, that was one of my career goals. Like, I remember the first time I met Jan, I was like, Jan, hi, I'm Winnie. Please, can I come to Fashion Week? She didn't even know who I was, and she was like, not this year, but maybe next year. And I was like, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
In Orlando, Jan's going to get flooded. People are going to be like, can I go to Fashion Week? And she's going to have to come up with a nice answer for every.
No, but that's because I won. But obviously, she wouldn't have remembered anyway.
Okay.
I feel like throughout my career, people always ask, about the celebrities you've done and Fashion Week, and I've done it all. And Fashion Week to me, I always describe as jumping out of an airplane. Everybody says they want to jump out of an airplane, and when they do, they tell all their friends it was the most amazing experience of their life. But truly, in the back of their mind, they're going, "I just never want to do that again."
I could think that's
so
great
much
analogy.
work.
That's a great
It is
analogy.
hard.
It's
So
backbreaking work.
We used to call Fashion Week like we said it's like having a baby.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is hard.
So it's the same thing. Like it's a lot of work. You don't sleep. Sometimes you run on coffee and adrenaline.
Yeah.
And at the show it's like over in like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're like, I never want to do that again.
Yeah, and until you do.
And then
And then you do it again.
comes along, they call you, they're like, hey, you want to do fashion? You're like, yeah, sure.
It was hard, like, and people picture, you do nails at a table
No.
in your salon.
There's no table.
I was sitting on a cardboard box in a
Yep.
storage closet trying to get a girl's
Yeah.
nails done, who was getting her hair done, who was getting her face done,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
not easy. It's
No.
a hard thing to do.
It's so
I want to show picture number 13, John, and this is a picture of you, Winnie, looking at, I recognize the tapes all laid across the table with all of your tips.
That was just the Friday
This
before
recent?
last Friday. That was a
get
couple
out.
weeks ago. Yeah.
And then picture number 14, because this is a close-up of the actual nails
Those are
that are on that
beautiful.
table. Oh my gosh, the emerald green, stiletto, and the gold ones, hot,
Wow.
by the way, gorgeous.
Thank you.
I have other pictures though, because I'm not sure if these. Let's go with number 6. I'm gonna guess is a Fashion Week picture. That's with the beautiful Asian girl with her nails in her face. Is that Fashion Week as well?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and then picture number Picture number 7 with the pink hat. Is that Fashion Week as well?
That was London Fashion Week.
Okay.
Backstage.
These are examples of the nails Winnie has done on the models going
Just
down the runway.
gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, girlfriend. These are awesome.
No, but honestly, we have a really good team. Like, it's never just one person's accomplishments and job. Like, without the team that we have at Fashion Week and the team leads and everybody that's involved, it would not have come together. So, it may just be one girl holding up, a set of nails. But really, it's, you're looking at the work of, I don't know, like 12 to, 12 to 20 people. So I think teamwork is really important, and it doesn't get mentioned very often, but I love the team that I work with, and they're super awesome and super thankful for them.
That's awesome. That Fashion Week led to you becoming a CND ambassador, right?
Yeah, so after the first Fashion Week, I had just started working pretty closely with CND on several different projects, and one thing led to another. Jan and I had a chat, and they're like, you know what, we would love for you to start making weekly videos and become one of our ambassadors. And I was like, oh, I thought you never asked.
I would expect no less from you.
No, but I was so grateful for the opportunity. Oh my gosh, I was like, I mean, yes, I would love that.
I have some really cute pictures to share of you, some with Jan. So let's do number 11. That's a picture of 4 of you with the big googly eyes. Somebody's holding up big googly eyes, and Jan's in there.
Yes, that's Johnson Hardig from Libertine.
Oh, okay.
So that was when my first Fashion Week. So we went to the beauty test, and in the photo you could see Heather Reynosa, who is the team lead, and then Jan's also there.
Yeah.
So that's where they decide what nails go on what model and who's going to be wearing what. So that was a really fun thing to witness.
And then picture number 11 is a really big group. Actually, this might be NTNA.
No.
Oh, no?
No. It's like
This was in Chicago.
Yeah, Spiffster's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a big group. Are these all
This
members
is probably a runway show they did in Chicago. 'Cause
Okay.
They would do that runway sometimes at ABS.
You look so beautiful in this picture. I love that necklace.
Great picture. She has good
You're
jewelry.
right next to Jan. It's such a good shot of you and Jan together. No disrespect to everybody else. They're all beautiful, but this is a great picture. And then
No, I love this photo.
Yeah, and then number 9, John,
Cool.
which is the picture with Patrick Starr at Fashion Week. You told me this one. How
Yeah.
fabulous is she there? Oh my gosh.
It was the greatest. It was the greatest experience ever. I mean, we did nails. We had a good chat. We laughed. We watched videos, and she fed us cake afterwards.
Really? I love that
Anybody
hat.
who feeds me cake has an A++ in my heart.
Oh my gosh. I love her hat. I would have worn that to the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
yeah,
Just at the Kentucky Derby. That'd be a great hat. I have 2 very cool celebrity photos that you shared. Number 8, John, with Lionel Richie.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So this was at backstage of Jeremy Scott, I believe, and we were like, "Oh, please, can we get a photo?" We're like, "Hello."
Hello. Did you say it's a me you're looking for?
Please, can we have a photo?
He looks good.
He
He's
does look
aged
good.
very
He
well.
looks the same.
He's
Yeah.
handsome. He's a good looking man. He can sing to me any day. Yeah.
I know.
And
He's
then
like super nice too. He wasn't like, oh, no photos today, thanks. He was just like, yeah, everybody come around.
Nice.
So
good man.
there-
He takes care of his fans. And then number 12 with Miss Fergie.
Fergalicious.
Fergie,
So Fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
That's awesome. Is that one recent?
That was 2 Fridays ago.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say I saw her all over Fashion
was-
Week this year.
Yeah.
I saw her all over the
Mhm.
the internet. That's cool. How was it meeting Fergie?
Amazing. It was like the highlight of my trip. I feel like, when you talk about celebrities, and obviously I'm not saying all celebrities are like this, but you always feel like, you have to be really careful and stuff. But the appointment felt like it was just a casual house call, and she was super considerate, super nice, made sure that, we were sitting comfortably, and from time to time she'd be like, okay girls, it's time to get up and stretch. I mean, who does that, right? So it was really awesome. She's like, sorry, the mom and me came out, and I was like, oh man, you can mother me any day.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, she was so nice.
That's beautiful.
It's hard enough to do celebrities.
And she also fed us cake. So there's a theme here.
Pattern. I need to get some cake for the next time.
Seriously, I'm glad mine
got
weren't
it.
feeding me
Got
cake
it, yeah.
because I'd weigh 500
Got it.
pounds by now
Yes,
with all that
that's true,
cake.
that's true, yeah.
I love me some cake. I failed to mention you were on another show, but this was back in 2015, and I didn't want it to go unmentioned, called Crashed Gallery. What was that about?
Yeah, that one was a funny opportunity. It was kind of random, actually. They reached out. I'm not sure where they found me, but they reached out and they say, hey, would you be interested in an art-related show? So this one actually has nothing to do with nails at all. And then it's sort of like the same format. It's 3 artists, and you get presented with 3 different challenges.
Okay.
And I think I got 2nd place. Yeah. So at one of the challenges was you had to paint with, you had to paint in the dark, and the paint that you're painting with is glow in the dark, but you can't see it under normal light.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
they would only turn on like the UV light to show what you have every 30 seconds or something, and you had 3 minutes to do like a wall size painting.
Oh my god.
Now, if you haven't seen me in real life, you know that I'm not very tall.
Right.
Couldn't reach the top of the wall.
Yeah, so my painting was literally like
Half the wall.
It was a small painting, but that was all I could reach.
Oh, wow.
So difficult.
That sounds like
That's
fun.
killer. I want to watch this
Now
show.
you're giving me good show ideas for our weekly show.
Right?
You know, give them some
Right?
paint some nails in pitch black,
Oh my
see what we
God.
get. That could be
Oh my
fun.
gosh. You should totally do it. It's so much fun.
Would you come and be on it?
Yes.
All right, I'm holding you to it. If we do this, we're having you come and be on it.
Okay, do it.
I'm all about it. I saw John threw up the pictures. Right now he's showing the picture of you in that shirt that says
I love that
dope.
shirt.
Because
Dope.
you are so
Dope.
dope. And I love the quote. I love to be able to express myself and be odd.
And be odd. Yeah.
I love it. I like to say it's unique. You know?
I embrace the oddness.
That's awesome. It makes you very unique. What else have you got going on in your life? Like, what's next? What
I
has
know, where do you
Winnie?
go from
What has Winnie not done that's on your bucket list that you need to accomplish next?
Oh my gosh. I think in a few days I am going to Taiwan for a month, and we're going to try our hands on travel vlogging.
Oh, I
So
like
the boyfriend
that.
and I,
Ooh.
we're gonna be going around Taiwan and eating all these different foods and then showing the culture. I think I really want to explore into the world of YouTube and just build on this space.
Mhm.
That is me right now.
That's awesome. You are your brand.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to build the brand while continuing working with CND, and they allow a lot of growth and do a lot of guidance and all that stuff. So I'm so grateful for that, and I hope to continually grow as a brand, both as a brand, as an artist, within CND and in the nail industry. Make more friends.
Yes.
When you do this travel with your boyfriend, you said it was with your boyfriend?
Yes.
And does he do all the filming of you for your YouTube stuff?
Yeah, for my nail stuff, I'm a one-woman band. That's how I like to call
You go, girl.
So right now I'm doing all the filming, all the lighting, all the editing, all the social media, and all the posting.
I know.
With this traveling stuff, my boyfriend would totally jump in as well as the videographer. So right now I'm building the troupe, I guess. So if anybody wants to come and volunteer and eat the food with me, that'd be great.
I've been to Taiwan. It's a trip.
I love that place.
It's beautiful.
So
It's a beautiful island.
totally.
Yeah, worth going. Where do you see yourself in 20 years from now?
Wow, 20 years.
Yeah, let's jump ahead. 20. Where are you gonna?
Wow.
What has Winnie done over the last 20? Well, not in 20 years. Yeah, in 20 years from now, where are you when you're looking back?
I like I mentioned earlier, like you and Jan Arnold and Tom Bachek, I have looked up to you guys so much that it's still an ultimate goal for me to get to where you guys are in this industry, and not just in the industry, but like as a well-rounded, successful business professional.
Nice.
And that's where I really want to end up.
That's the best compliment ever.
think so.
Thank you.
Sweet. Yeah.
I had a lot of people who inspired me to get to where I am, and so knowing I can do that and pass it on makes
you
me
go.
feel like I can honor my
Aw.
mentors.
Yeah.
So you've just honored so many mentors. Jan's one of them. So you don't even realize that you just honored Jan again.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such
No,
a
but
cool
there's
industry.
so many great people to look up to in this industry, and I honestly, like you said, I hope someday I can provide that to you know, the people who are just thinking about getting into this career. And I would hope that I would inspire someone to do what I did and just take a leap of faith and just do it.
I think you have inspired tons of people, and especially in this interview today, I bet you have inspired so many people.
Yes.
If she has inspired you, make sure you drop a comment in the chat. Let her know.
Show Winnie the love.
Yeah. So are we going to see you in Orlando?
No.
Unfortunately, no. I'm going to be in Taiwan.
Oh, you're going to be in Taiwan for a month. Oh,
I know.
Great.
I'm not going anymore.
I totally dropped the ball on that. I did not time this well.
I'm not going now.
I think we should put Winnie's face on a stick and take it with us. And we'll have you there in spirit.
Please someone
Actually,
do that.
can you please promise? Because I would love that.
This I will have to make sure it happens.
I'll ask Yuriko to make.
Yeah, Yuriko can make some Winnie heads.
Yeah.
Winnie's still with us in spirit.
She's not doing anything else.
Oh, girlfriend.
Her 500 list of things to do.
Yeah. That's one more.
I'm so proud of you, and I'm so thankful that you joined us on the broadcast today.
So much. I feel like when I think about Winnie, I just think of like the epitome of NTNA champion. Like, she's the standard.
Yeah.
For me. Like, you really are.
You
like,
do them proud.
You still do. Years and years later.
Nice.
You can't even say the name Winnie without a smile
Smiling.
on your face.
Everyone gets happy when we talk about Winnie. Yeah.
You honestly, and I forgot to mention, Beth, like, you have been like a huge person in this whole entire journey as well.
Oh, thank you.
So
I like to have fun.
You're like
you did a lot of hand holding and back rubs.
She's like Glenda the Good Witch, who just make like this amazing journey happen for all these little Dorothys and their little Totos. Yeah.
I try.
I know, because I remember so many challenges. I was like, Beth, I don't understand this. Can you please
every week? It's okay. It happens every year, every week. It's okay.
Yeah.
But you know, I love being Glenda, but like Winnie said, you have to put yourself out there and click your heels together, right?
Yeah.
And do it.
Yeah.
So if you come to me and you say, I want to do this, we'll make it so. The three of us will help you.
And we'll all wear those ruby slippers.
Heck yeah, we will. I got some pairs.
Because we know how we feel about shoes.
Exactly. I have a lot of ruby slippers. Yeah.
All right, Winnie, I'm going to take this show out, but I don't want you to leave us. So just stay put right there while we finish our business for a second, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So before we close out the show, I do have to mention May 29th is the KUPA keynote. You need to tune in for this. It's the most amazing announcement that KUPA has to do in their KUPA history. And just trust me, you don't want to miss it. Make sure that you go vote at Nails Mag because the Gel 2 fan favorite competition is still going on.
Fan favorite. New competition this year. You can vote for your favorite. You can't vote for Winnie, unfortunately. But you can vote for your favorite competitor this season. They get a huge prize at Premier Orlando worth $1,000. So vote for them.
Yep. And don't forget that the awards and the networking event are in Orlando at Premier June 1st. If you want to still get tickets, you need to go to nailsmag.com/NTNA Social 2019. Hurry up. They will sell out. Don't show up at the event thinking you have it made because it was full last year.
We're only going to bring maybe 50 tickets at the door and they go
They're
fast.
gonna go.
People line up at 5. So I mean, I just wouldn't bank on it.
Yeah, you don't even.
Don't
just
bank
buy
on
the
it.
tickets
Buy it
now.
now.
Don't be cray. Just do it now. Make sure that you tune in on KUPA TV, Nails Magazine, Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We're here every week. If you want to know what's coming on, we have our TV guide at nailsmag.com/KUPA TV guide. I think that's everything. Have I forgotten anything?
That's great. I love
don't know.
Winnie. I just love her.
I love you guys.
Oh, every week. Just come back.
Come be on the
Yeah, I'll be your co-host. Like, just put my cardboard there.
We just keep you right here on the
All
TV.
right, I like
we
it.
just have you on the TV. All right. I want to thank our special guest,
Thank
Winnie.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
tuning
Thank
in.
you.
As always, I would like to thank all of you, our viewers. If you're
Thank
in
you.
Nails Magazine's
Yeah.
Facebook page or KUPA's Facebook page, thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you next Wednesday at 11 a.m. See ya.
Bye.
Colors and patterns help us express ourselves, show the world who we are. Sometimes I wake up and I feel girly, sometimes I'm flirty, sometimes I feel free, but most days I just feel like me. Show the world who you want to be. Color me curious. Join us May 29th on our Facebook page for the big reveal.